Happy Friday, everybody. It's Rich and Barrycat. Hope everyone is doing well. Before I get into this, let me just share this quickly with my WhatsApp group. All right. How's everyone doing? Hope you all are having a wonderful day. It is Friday, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. My name is Rich and Barrycat. I am the founder of Barrycat.com. We are a US Nigeria market entry platform. We cater to Nigerian entrepreneurs abroad who are looking at expanding into Nigeria, and also Nigerian entrepreneurs based in Nigeria who are looking at expanding abroad. So I want to invite you all to today's May 2nd, 2025. And just like that, we are almost at the midway point of the year. Just like that. It seemed as if yesterday was, I was just celebrating New Year's. And now here we are, May 2nd, almost at the midpoint of 2025. Hope you guys, I recall at the tail end of 2024, I willed it into the world that I was going to have a stellar 2025. It's like I willed it. And I can honestly say that in my 22 years in business, 2025 has been our best year thus far, just across every spectrum you can imagine, from manufacturing to exports to development in Nigeria. 2025 has been an amazing, amazing year for us. And this is where the accountability comes in. And I want to invite you all. Hello, Audrey. How are you? Where are you at? I'm loving this live content because it's saving me so much time. I don't have to edit content. I don't have to upload videos. I don't have to do any of that stuff. I can just come out here um, to our audience and our customers live and direct. This is amazing. Welcome in, guys. 11. I'm inviting every Nigerian entrepreneur across the world. It doesn't matter where you are, Nigerians are everywhere. 220 million people in Nigeria. We are all over the diaspora, United States, Canada, Europe, you name it. If it's habitable, Nigerians are there. So welcome, you guys. Welcome, welcome. I'm doing well, Robert. How are you? Welcome, Tony. Listen, Tony, I have to get back to you because this I know you've been asking, but I have a lot of things moving at 100 miles per hour right now. But I'll definitely get back to you. We're gonna work together. I promise you that. We're gonna work together. So this issue comes with, it's not even an issue, it's just a fun thing to do. I really truly do believe in accountability. And I want to encourage all of you to look for a mastermind group within your community. Look for a mastermind group to join. You know, they say that iron sharpens iron. If you're an iron, which I know that you are, you don't want to be around wood. You don't want to be around plastic. You want to be around others who are doing what you're doing, because iron does indeed uh, sharpen iron. There's a lot going on right now in global trade, and I can only speak for US Nigeria trade. I mean, Wow, with you're looking at $7 trillion traded, like spent, like the United States spends $7 trillion a year in international trade. Half of that is in imports, and the other half is in exports. So the 90-day accountability challenge, regardless of your goal, it's okay for you not to be where you are today, whatever your objectives are. But in 90 days, it's not okay then. In 90 days from now, that's 3 months. That's what this challenge is all about. If you are a Nigerian based entrepreneur looking for international customers, spend the next 90 days, starting today, May 2nd, and make it happen. If you don't have that customer right now, it's okay. But in 90 days, it's not okay to still not have that customer. If you are looking at starting a business and you've been thinking about this, or even if you are already an established business looking to expand, looking to scale, thank you, little MRX, for subbing. It's all about taking action. It's all about taking initiative. You can have all of the, it's one thing for you to have a dream, it's another thing for you to have a pipe dream. A pipe dream is fantasy. But when you ideate a realistic objective or you ideate a realistic goal, the next step is action. You have to reverse engineer where you see yourself at the end of 2025, and you have to start working backwards on ways for you to accomplish whatever objective that you are setting out for yourself. And this also doesn't just isn't limited to just, let's say, entrepreneurs, also investors. I had a conversation yesterday, not yesterday, a couple of days ago, with a lady out here in the United States who is looking at moving, like literally relocating from the US back to Nigeria. She reached out to us to help her facilitate that process. So, whatever that objective is, start taking action. And I always tell people the best. I mean, when you talk to entrepreneurs just in general, particularly Nigerian entrepreneurs, and you ask them what their pain points are, like what is really preventing you from accomplishing your business objectives. I'm not talking about personal here. This is all business. One thing that always comes up is, oh, I'm looking for capital. I'm strapped capitally. I need some money. I need this and I need that. And I always go back and tell them the best gift that you can give your business is your time. The best gift you can give your business is your time. Capital is not going to solve your problem. It's not. Time is what's going to take your business from here to here to here to there. Time. It's the greatest gift you can give your business. And a lot of you have to start getting better at time management. Where are you allocating your time as it relates to your business is very important. So I want you to write down this acronym that I'm going to give you. See, this is something that I share with people in my mentorship group, but I'm going to give it to you for free. The acronym is called TEAM. TEAM. The T stands for time. The E stands for energy. The A stands for attention. And the M stands for money. That is your team right there. Team isn't all about just having people or physical people around you. It's about Where are you investing your time, your energy, most importantly, your attention, and money comes at the very end. Time, Tony, that's the best gift you can give your business. When you start focusing on giving your business the time that it needs to develop and it needs to grow, it's going to consume you because all the things that you're thinking about when you wake up every day, from the moment that you wake up until the time that you go to bed, at the end of every day, you have to be able to answer this question. Have I given my business the time it deserved from that minute that you wake up to the time that you go to bed? If the answer is yes, you are already light years ahead of your peers and you are walking towards your goal. But if you end the day and you can't answer that question, if you've devoted enough of your time to your business, you need to change that. It's not the capital because you see, being able to turn a dollar into $2 or a naira into two naira is a skill set. A lot of people don't do that. People think that things happen by happenstance. Nothing happens by happenstance. Things happen when you design them the way that you want. When you have a blueprint of where you're going and you've designed a pathway to get to where you're going, it will grow your business beyond your wildest dreams. But you have to start paying attention to who you share your time with. You have to do an audit of your business, an audit, not just your business, an audit of your life too, because you are the operator, you are the driver behind your business. I would probably say when you look at some of the most successful American businesses or even global businesses, majority of them are family owned. Majority of them are family owned. Not every successful business is a conglomerate. A family owned business can actually file for IPO. You see, I had the privilege of working for one of the top employers in the United States. The company is called Walmart. Look it up. I actually own stocks with Walmart. You're looking at a company that generates nearly $700 billion a year in revenue, and it's still a family owned business. The Waltons own Walmart. The Walton family is the largest shareholder of Walmart in the world. They are a small family owned company. Most people don't do that. Most people don't realize. They see the name, they see the brand, they think it's this conglomerate, they think it's this and that, but it's still largely a family owned business. I'll respond to that comment in a second. So, this 90-day challenge is effect for you to, if you want to take it on, you need accountability. A lot of entrepreneurs, Nigerian entrepreneurs, are fragmented. They're not here, they need it here, they need it there. They're just fragmented all over the place. And when you sit with them and you tell them, and it's one of the things that I teach in my consultation is first things I'm going to ask you is how are you allocating your time? How much of your time is devoted to refining your brand message? Before I hopped onto this live, I spent about an hour optimizing our website. Within that hour, I also optimized our YouTube channel. I optimized our social media pages. I went into each video on the YouTube channel and I added hashtags. I added keywords. I optimized, I updated the title to make them more discoverable and more searchable. That is me devoting time. You got to devote time to be able to refine your messaging, refine your business. Thank you for the comment. How much of your time is dedicated to growing your brand? Another thing I want to share with you is the 80-20 rule. 20% of your business generates 80% of your revenue. You, the, you have to start cleaning house. Look and analyze your business. Audit your business. What are the top two things or top 20% of whatever it is that you're selling, whether it's a product, whether it's a service? What is generating the most revenue for you? Focus on those, amplify those, double down on those, optimize those. If you have 10 products or you have 10 different services, only two of them is going to generate 80% of your revenue. It's the 80-20 rule. My dad taught me that. My dad was a forensics clinical psychologist for the state of Texas before he passed away. Forensics clinical psychologist. It's just because my dad and I didn't get along for many years. My dad would have been today. My dad, he passed away 5 years ago. He would have been one of the most sought after clinical psychologists, not just in US, in Nigeria. But by the time that he realized, it was too late. It was too late for him. And he passed away during COVID. He didn't pass away from COVID, but during that period, 2020 was when my dad died. Because you see, time is one of those things that you can always make more money. You can always go and generate more revenue, but you only have 24 hours a day. So you got to live and breathe your business. Devote the time, take action. I remember in 2020, in 16, this was before I switched my business. We completely switched our business model because initially we were primarily doing US China, US China. That was our market entry, US China. It wasn't until 2020 that we started focusing on US Nigeria, and our business has changed astronomically. So I remember in 2020, in 2016, back then I would look for what people are buying. I will look for what customers want. And another thing too is operate within your core capacities and your core skill set. Just because you see somebody being successful in tech doesn't mean you should go into tech if you don't know anything about technology. Everybody has a skill set. If you are a good communicator, you are a good writer, you are a good marketing specialist, you are a psychologist, whatever, look for something within that core skill set and find the demand. The demand is already there. There's nothing new. You see, people think that being successful in business is like this magic. It's like this magic that you just have to conjure and no, it's not. It's actually very simple if you know what you're doing. So back to what I was talking about as far as like my China, US China market business back then. So I realized that this was when this was before manufacturers became retailers. Back then, I was dealing with wholesalers. I was into the fashion business. I had a men's shop. I niched down. I had my own boutique at Tivoli Village here in Las Vegas. When everybody else was selling men, women, children, all sorts of fashion gear and accessories, I focused specifically on accessories for professionals, for professional men. Because how I looked at it was Men are going to buy what I was selling, and women are also going to buy for their men. Meaning the wives will come in and buy for their husbands, the girlfriends will come in and buy for their boyfriends. The men will also come in and buy for themselves. So you see how I niche down? I tailored my focus on just professional men. This was before COVID. And then COVID came and completely destroyed that business because my target audience, the people I was catering to at the time, they started working from home. They went from wearing suits and ties and carrying their briefcases and their backpacks to now wearing pajamas. That was what derailed that business. And I moved away from it. But I realized that in order for me to be successful as an importer of finished goods from China, because China is the world's factory. That's where most majority of everything is manufactured in China. I knew I had to go to China. Nigerian guy, never been to China. I just knew if I'm going to be successful in this, I can't just depend on online transactions alone. I had to go and see how where my goods. I designed my own briefcases. I would design my own wallets. I had to go and see how these things were manufactured because I'm a storyteller. That was how I was able to be successful in that sector before it crashed. Was because I was able to tell my buyers, this is how this was made, this is where it was made. I was in China sleeping on a factory floor. But the point is, in 2016, I knew I had to go. I just knew I had to go to China. Didn't know anybody, didn't know. So somebody at the time said, well, and I knew I couldn't be gone long. So I said, okay, I'm going to go to China for 5 days. And they looked at me and thought I was crazy. Why are you spending all this money just to go to China for 5 days? But they didn't know. You see, my 5 days is your 1 month. What I'm able to accomplish in 5 days, you can't even accomplish it in 2 months because I was going strictly for business. That 5 day Chinese trip led me to making some connections that I still have today. You're talking about 2016. That 5 day Chinese trip turned to me having a 10-year Chinese visa that expires in 2026 because I started going in 2016. 5 days. The next time I went for 2 weeks. The people I met in my travels, in my business travels, I couldn't have done that if I was sitting at home, wasting time or not taking action. In your business travels, and I always tell people, your environment plays a key role, whether you're going to be successful or whether you're going to fail. The environment that you put yourself in plays a critical role. In China, I met a guy that he was the primary supplier of car batteries in his country. I'm talking about automobile batteries. This guy was. Met him on my business trip. To conclude that part of what I'm saying, it's about you have to take action and you have to get out of your comfort zone. One of the things that I don't like about, trust me, I'm pro Nigerian, I'm 100% true and true Nigerian. We have to get better as Nigerians in the Nigerian business community in talking about our businesses. Because Nigeria can be so secretive sometimes. People don't want to talk about what they're doing. I don't know what they are afraid of. My mom used to tell me, a problem shared is half solved. I didn't realize it until I was in my 30s. A business problem shared is half solved. A personal problem shared is half solved. A problem in general shared is half solved. It doesn't even have to be a problem. It could just be an idea shared, because you just don't know. That's why I enjoy talking about what we're doing with the America platform. I enjoy talking about how we are helping to shape the narrative. Because if you don't write your own story, someone else is going to write that story for you. If you don't write your own business story, someone else is going to write that business story for you. Look at what is happening right now. Foreigners right now are living their best lives in Nigeria. While Nigerians are trying to flee, while Nigerian business, you have some of the smartest Nigerian people in Nigeria. While they're trying to flee out of the country, you have foreigners who are making a living and a killing in Nigeria right now. Business people, the color is changing in Nigeria. I go every year. And your environment matters. I was in VI. When I go to the VA, when I travel to Nigeria, I stay in some of the fine. I'm talking about when I'm coming back. Oh, when I'm in Nigeria, I stay in my state in a village. But on my way back, I stay at the Federal Palace Hotel. Do you know that some of the top businesses in Lagos, you're talking about supermarkets, businesses in Lagos, do you know that they are owned and operated by foreigners? These are people who have lives. They come to Nigeria to live their best dreams. Look at what China is doing right now. Listen, I'm still till today doing business with China. The Chinese are setting up factories in Nigeria, manufacturing plants in Nigeria, and hiring Nigerians as workers. Granted, manufacturing can be a low wage, low paying job, but Nigerians can operate in that sector. I'm talking about if you're going to be working in a management capacity where you are overseeing workers. You don't have to be a factory laborer. You don't have to be a laborer if you don't want to. When you gain skill sets, this goes back to that time I'm talking about. Invest in leveling up your skill set. This 90-day challenge that I'm giving you, invest in knowledge, sign up for certification courses, become a certified business consultant, become a certified software engineer. This 90 days, if you've been thinking about doing it, don't think about it anymore. Just take action and start. This is May. I'm recording this May 2nd. By August, first week of August, you should be able to look within yourself and say that you made that move. Because a lot of ideas are out there. But execution trumps just having an idea. An idea that's not executed is a pipe dream. Oh, you're waiting for things to line up. You're waiting for your ducks to be in a row. Let me get my ducks in a row. Let me get a loan. Let me get employees. What do you need an employee for? I don't have employees. I have staff. I have contractors. So pound your chest. You see, some people, they take their glory in being able to say, I employ 10 people, I employ 20 people. Do you know how stressful it is to have employees? to execute the actions that you have. Having 5, 10, 15 employees is not, it doesn't mean anything. Because somebody with just a one employee and a team of solid contractors will be running circles, they'll be running laps around diploma. You might want to look into getting a college degree. If you have a 4-year college degree, you might want to kind of look into maybe getting a master's. As a business owner, one of the best ways that you can upskill, you attend conferences. At, at the very least, ensure that you are not missing out on anything. I have a conference coming up in August that I just signed up for, the Walmart, because we just started selling our goods on Walmart. I'm going to San Diego, California for 3 days to learn everything I can about how to be successful on the Walmart marketplace platform. That is me investing my time, investing my energy, investing my attention, investing my money to gather the information that I need to be successful and to be profitable. Time, team, time, energy, attention, and money. Invest that in your business. Talked about a lot, and I want to start doing that. Get into the habit, and that is the beautiful thing about what we're doing with our WhatsApp group. Share it's not just coming in and buying and selling. Share your projects. Share your success stories. People who are in alignment with what you're doing. And that is why I was so I had so much going on as far as just like our business goes, and I wanted to share that. But I realized that sharing it with family and friends wasn't really the best path forward for me. But when you come into a community, a judgment free zone, like the America WhatsApp group, which is a judgment free zone, nobody is going to judge you. Nobody is going to ask you for money. Nobody is going to say, um, give me handouts. You're sharing your business. Obviously, if you have something get in my way that is not in alignment with our business objectives. Your time. Because, listen, it's the winners that write. Let me say that again. It's the winners that tell the tale. Losers don't. The winners are the ones who are writing the story. I learned this when I was in the US Army. The losers don't. Dead people don't talk. Here is, if you don't write your business story, somebody else will. Trip to Nigeria. I flew from Lagos to Uyo, 5 and 6, where I operate. Do you know that the majority of the people on that flight were foreigners? Chinese nationals are speaking like broken English. You the run. You that's based abroad, you are in a privileged position to make a difference in your business. Let me tell you, Nigeria is your path to wealth. Chinese are setting up. I love China. I love the Chinese. The Chinese people are some of the most honorable people you meet in your life. If you have an opportunity to work with China or to work, take that opportunity. They're the most honorable people you meet in your life. Look at what they're doing in Nigeria. They're the ones building the airports. They're the ones building the roads. They control all the natural resources. They are now setting up factories. Why are they doing that? Because we have the population. 220 million Nigerians, majority of them are youths, 18 to 34 years. Go where your customers are. Go where your business is. When you identify whether it's a platform or you identify a set of a community, get involved with that platform and get involved with that community. You see, that is why I don't allow anything that is not business related on the Bereket platform. Yes, we all have opinions. Everybody has an opinion. They have religious opinion. They have political opinions. Fine, nothing against that. But our platform, that is not what we are about. We are a business platform. That is what we want to see when people come on that site or they come on that platform. We want the majority of conversations on that platform to be about trade. What is going to benefit me talking about gossiping, paying attention to gossips about people that are not even making any impact? None of those people are moving the needle. You move the needle when you create jobs. You see, that's the kind of people that I like. If you are a job creator, we will get our birds of the same feather flock together. But the moment you start discussing things that has nothing to do with business, I remove you from the. I will just block you, remove you. Get in tune with people who are doing what you want to do or who are already in places where you want to be at. The moment you start managing your time efficiently, See this 90-day challenge. Let time, let your time be the theme of this 90-day challenge that I'm giving all of you guys. Time resources, time allocation, time management. If you are wasting time doing something that doesn't help your business, identify what it is. Identify what it is that's taking that time away from you that you can put into your business and cut that thing off. And you don't have to even ease. I think about it all the time. You don't even have to ease your way out of it. You can cut it off immediately. Cold turkey. We call it cold turkey here in the US. Your energy. 80-20 rule. Find the 20% of the product or services that you're offered that's generating 80% of your income and double down on that 20% for those who are just tuning in, watching this for the first time. You have to be a data-driven business owner because data doesn't lie. Men lie, women lie, data does not lie. Numbers don't lie. You know what's working for you. If you are selling tomato and onions and 10 customers that you get and 8 of them are asking for tomatoes, get rid of the onions and focus on the tomatoes. We are the way of doing old things a new way. Trade has been around for generations, but we have decided to build a business based on trust. And you have to plant your flag. Where are you waving your flag from? You don't have to be in Lagos to make it. You don't have to be in Abuja to make it. You can be in Edo State, Kogi State, Borno, Meduguri. I have a supplier in Borno right now. Meduguri, this same Meduguri that people are running, they're saying people are running away from. I spoke to her the other day and I teased her. I'm like, what's happening? Where? They haven't dropped the bomb on your head yet. She was like, what bomb are you talking about? As focused on shit. Mind your business. Pay your taxes. Obey the law. Where are you putting your time? I can't stress this enough. Oh, start wearing your brand. Some of you don't even do that. Brand. Anything that you do, brand it. My wall is branded. My car is American branded. My hat is American branded. My t-shirt is American branded. I'm a proud Nigerian and a proud entrepreneur. You look in my closet right now. Majority of the items that I have there are t-shirts branded American. Who am I impressing? This thing that I'm wearing, this brand that I'm wearing has become literally a part of my life. There's not a single day in the past, when we started creating this brand like what, 4 years ago? I have worn an American hat every day for 4 years. I've worn an American shirt almost every day for the past 4 years. My car in Nigeria is branded in Barricade. My truck in the United States, Barricade branded. You are wearing Tommy Hilfiger. You are wearing designer. Wear your own brand. Where? You see, these 90 days, if nothing else, start wearing your own brand. Start there. Go to a print shop, get a plain t-shirt, put your logo on that t-shirt. I don't know if you guys can see. And when I got back, they were littered all over the place, bundled up, holes everywhere. I started wondering, what's going on? Why is it that I have all these holes in all my shirts? I couldn't really put two and two together because initially I blamed the soap. I thought, this soap is acidic. This soap. So I blamed it on the soap. Like, okay, whatever. Okay, I'm not going to use this soap again. It wasn't until a couple of days later that I saw my bull, my cow, chewing on a toil that was when I put two and two together. Oh, so now this cow chopped my shirts. Some people will just throw it away. I wore it with pride. All the shirts that I had, I took there. This cow ate and chewed on all of them. I still wear them. My business is successful. I wear it with pride because there's a story behind all of these holes that you see. I can go out now, somebody will see me out. This guy get holes for sure. They don't understand the story behind it, and I don't care. Take pride in your business. Take pride in your state of origin. Take pride in your country of origin. Become a patriot. If you walk around on the streets of the United States, 50% of the houses you see, they have American flags because of that patriotism. You can't be successful in Nigeria if you are not a Nigerian patriot. If you are in America, if you are in the United States, if you are based here, you can't be successful in Nigeria if you don't think that Nigeria is one of the best countries on earth. That's how I think. My country that I'm domiciled in, I'm a United States citizen. I'm a naturalized US citizen. I'm a natural-born Nigerian citizen. The United States to me is the number one country on the planet when it comes to business. Nigeria is number two. So for all those, they call it brain drain. You are taking what you know. You see, me, I didn't have a choice. I came to the US when I was 12 years old. It wasn't as if I jackpot. I was a minor. My dad brought me to the US when I was 12. Actually, I was 6 weeks to my 12th birthday when I came to the US. I was 11. So me, I didn't have a choice. But when you are looking at 35-year-old men, 40-year-old men, educated, selling their businesses, there was one I know that sold his filling station to go to London and study. You're a 40-year-old man going to London to study your master's for what? If you are in your mid 30s, it's okay if you want to go abroad, but come abroad and gain skills. Don't come abroad to come and live. Because by the time you acclimate into the American system or the Canadian system or the European system, it's going to be at least minimum of 10 years. So let's say you are 35 and you japa to come to the US. By the time you even begin to scratch the surface of what America is, you are already 45. You are a middle-aged man. Same thing for women. You are intelligent, you are eloquent, you have good communication skills. Look for demand in those areas that you are skilled in and become the solution. Sorry, look for problems in those areas and become that solution to that problem. We know Nigeria has a branding problem. We know Nigeria has a packaging problem. If you are a merchandising professional, you can make a difference in that sector. You can make a difference in that sector. One of my friends here in the US, we served together in the US Army. Just like my dad, she's not a clinical she's not a forensic psychologist, but she's a clinical psychologist. She's been asking me, Rich, I want to go and establish something in Nigeria, even if I'm just flying to Nigeria once every quarter. She wants to come to and this is an American, wants to go to Nigeria and provide psychological services to Nigerians. Even if she's just doing it once every 6 months, she's been asking me about how she can make that happen. And Nigerians are leaving, able-bodied Nigerians. Listen, do what works for you. But I'm just saying Nigeria can use you. Nigeria can use that expertise. Quality management professionals. Just look around things in Nigeria. You start seeing. I saw light poles that were leaning like this. Somebody thought it was okay. Think about it for a second. Street light poles that were leaning like this. Somebody thought it was okay that was okay. Somebody actually signed off on that. Something that one wind comes and it blows it over. Somebody actually signed up on that. Where's the quality control? Where's the quality management? If you are a professional, you can make a difference in Nigeria. But this 90-day challenge is really action focused. Let's not talk anymore. There's no more talking. Start executing. Start taking action. Anything that does not support or align with your business goals. You want to export to the US? You know you can't do that without registering your business with the FDA. Start there. You want to start a business, you know you can't start a legitimate business without filing your documentation with the Nigerian CAC. Start there. You want to start manufacturing and distributing foods, high quality foods in Nigeria, but you don't have your NAFDAC certification. You might want to start there. You have a catalog that looks like a 6-year-old person developed that product catalog for you. You might want to start with hiring a professional to do it. If you have a website that's not converting or that looks like just a plain regular website, you might want to hire a web designer to optimize and build your website for you. You have poor communication skills, business communication skills. You might want to start refining how you communicate with customers. You might want to pay more attention to how you how to retain customers and how to reach back out to existing customers and check up on existing customers instead of always looking for new ones. You might want to start catering to your existing customers and checking in on them. Do you have poor packaging? This 90 days is time for you to refine your packaging. Do you have poor quality products? This 90 days, it might be an opportunity for you to find a new supplier. You have people who you're working with that are not in alignment with your goals. This 90 days might be the time to get rid of them. You've always thought about, this is for people who are based abroad. You've always thought about doing something in Nigeria, but you're paralyzed with fear. This 90 days might be a time to start putting money together and buying that ticket and just going to Nigeria and walking the land. Even if it's just, you see, people take trips just to go and get ideas. Instead of you giving people your giving dashing people money, you might want to look into taking that money, going to Nigeria for a week, and just name it Business Discovery Week. Meaning, from the moment that you enter to the moment that you leave, you are talking to people, you are seeing where you can make a difference, where you can make an impact. You may want to start there because it's only the winners that write the story. You losers don't write the winners, now them they write the story. Start winning. Get onto the winning side. I'm telling you, the winning side is better than the losing side. Anything that you've been thinking about doing, use this next 3 months because it's May. We're already halfway through 2025. Accountability. I'm going to wrap up with this. Look for a mastermind group to join, a group with like minds, a group with other business people, people in your sector. Join that mastermind group, become the iron around other iron so you can sharpen each other. You have to sacrifice something for you to be successful in business. You sacrifice those friends, those family members that are coming and all they want to do is take. All they care about is taking. They gotta go. Apologize later. Apologize when you don't make them. Apologize when you're successful. I even know by that time, Seth. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I ditched you 20 years ago. Yeah, how's your child? Oh, yeah, my daughter's in Harvard. How's your child? Ah, hey, they don't go to school. Oh, okay, I'm sorry about that. Oh, how's your business? Oh, we've launched our apologize later. But if you're here trying to save the world or you keep waiting for the I's to be dotted, waiting for the T's to be crossed before you make a move, use this 90 days to kickstart your business. Get rid of waste. Anything that is not in alignment or in furtherance of your business, you got to get rid of them. Use this 90 days to optimize every single day. Every single day, touch your business. Touch your business every single day. Touch it. Even if you have a job and you are doing your business part-time, still touch your business. Wake up in the morning and touch that business before you touch that job. Before I went full-time, I worked, which I actually encourage because you have to do what you have to do. But even amidst all of that, I still touched my business every day in one way or another. Whether it's optimizing product, refining my supply chain, I still touched my business every day. Wake up every day, touch your business. Before you go to bed, touch your business. Ask yourself at the end of every day, have I given everything to this business that I possibly can? If the answer is yes, you are on your way. See, it's Friday. What time is it? It's 11:30 here in Las Vegas. Probably 7:30 in Nigeria and 1:30 in the in the East Coast. It's the end of the week. It's Friday. When I take inventory of what I've done from Monday till now, I'm satisfied because I gave everything to my business. I'm satisfied. And I still have, today, I'm going to end my day at 5 o'clock. I still have a good 6 hours and some change left. When 5 o'clock comes, I shut down. I'm just gonna go and grab a bottle. You see me, I treat myself every Friday. That's my reward. By then my wife is home, my kids are home, I have my lounge. I just grab my bourbon and my glass. I'll pour it. Get my cigar, and I'll just kick my feet up and I'll look back like, man, yes, this is a reward. I gave my business all I had and then some. And then Monday, I repeat like clockwork. Think 24/7 out your business. Devote. You see, my time is split between my family and my business and my personal well-being. I make sure I'm in shape. I actually got a good workout in today. I felt good. And then I have my close-knit friends that I golf with on occasion. And then I correspond with family and friends that are in alignment with my life. That is how I devote my time into things that will help me turn $1 to $2. Not things that will help me turn $1 to -1. And that is where all of this wasteful remittance is coming. You can never ever, I repeat, you can never ever be rich if you are giving people, if you are doing remittances to Nigeria, supporting able-bodied people. You can never ever, ever, ever be rich if you're doing that. They can pray for you from sun up to sun. Don't pray. I don't want your prayer. I want you to go and walk. Don't pray. I don't want it. Go and work. Go get a job. Plain and simple. Someone just asked me on the WhatsApp group what kind of vegetables we export. We are currently doing afang leaves right now. See the women that we are supporting. We are buying all of. Bring it. We are buying. Do you know that afang leaves is one of the most underrated, profitable Nigerian vegetables you can sell in the United States? Do you know how many Nigerians crave okazi and afang here in the US? And there's not enough of us doing selling them. We are sourcing directly from Akwa Ibom states, my home states. Start. I'm going to close with this. It's 65 minutes into it. Remember that acronym I gave you early on: team, time, energy, attention, and the money that you have. Put them on your business for these next 90 days. And then after these 90 days, do an inventory or an audit of the before and the after the challenge. Before the 90 days, where were you? After the 90 days, where are you? Compare and contrast, and you see the difference. All right, guys, I gotta get going. My name is Richard Burkett. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys watching this. Share this video, like, and comment. If you are looking at scaling your business in the US market or even in Nigeria, I highly encourage you to sign up for my webinar, US Nigeria Trade Webinar, where you can build a cross-border business with success. We'll talk about FDA there. We'll talk about NAFDAC. We'll talk about mistakes, how to avoid mistakes, costly mistakes, US import compliance, branding and positioning, selling on Amazon and Walmart for those who are based in the US, or if you're in Nigeria, looking at getting your products on Amazon and Walmart, sign up for the Mberiket webinar, mberiket.com/webinar. There's a lot of questions about FDA. We will cover them on that webinar. Come on and join that webinar. Sign up. And I'm not even going to talk about the price because it's going to change again. It changed from what it was. I keep increasing the price because the value that we bring is going to be far more than what we are currently charging for that webinar right now. For those who need more of a one-on-one consultation, meaning you want me to sit with you and analyze your business and answer every single question that you have about US market entry, on branding, marketing, whatever you need, there's a separate service for that. That's a lot more. And then I have my mentorship program, which is only limited to just a few people. That's a 3-month mentorship program. That is actually a lot more expensive. But if you don't join my mentorship program, I think I don't know, millions of naira is what I'm charging for that. Look for a mentorship or a mastermind program that you can afford and join that. So long as it's in alignment with your goals and you can afford it, join that. But you can't afford to go at this solo anymore by yourself. I invest in US conferences. I invest in things like that. I'm always upskilling. I'm always looking at ways to improve. Just because something is good doesn't mean it cannot be improved. Someone said that. Always be looking at, you see, all of this improvements and this refinements will start consuming your time. But it's okay because you're refining your business. You are not refining your brother's life or your sister's life or trying to help somebody else. You're not doing that. You're refining your business because at some point you're going to start. You can't operate from a place of weakness. You have to operate from a place of strength, and you have to become an informed business owner. Thank you, guys. I know I went. This is 70 minutes. I was only planning on doing this for an hour, so I've gone over by 10. But thank you guys for watching. I really truly appreciate you, and I wish you all the best as you continue to grow your cross-border business and also your cross-border investments. All the best, guys. Thank you.